Um, if we jump in and talk a little bit about Shine and the story so far, Gemma, would you be happy to talk about Shine and what your journey has been?
Absolutely. Shine Academy started as a single academy trust back in 2015. There was never an intention for the school to stay as a single academy trust. There was always an intention for growth, but the intention for being a single academy trust was to maintain control of its own destiny, and that's what the governing body decided at that point. But there was always an intention to grow via sponsoring schools because the strength in the school lay within school improvement at that point. After following conversion in January 15, we then became a sponsor school in April 15, and we sponsored our first primary school in Walsall, which was in a different local authority to ourselves, obviously different practices, completely new to us. And this school had been inadequate for a number of years when we were in discussions with the local authority. And we went on quite a journey with that particular school when Lodge Farm joined us. Officially, they joined us in April 2016, but we did interim support from November 2015. So obviously, we were part of the journey right from the beginning. They have successfully achieved a good Ofsted in 2018. So the journey for school improvement there was incredibly quick, and it was something that we're really proud of, but we may have done differently had we have had the opportunity again. But it was a big learning curve for us in terms of understanding due diligence and understanding school improvement, and everything that needed to go into that inadequate school. Following that, we were successful in supporting a good school in Wolverhampton again for interim support. So they needed specifically interim leadership support following the resignation of a head teacher and a deputy head teacher. And that school's been incredibly successful. They've just secured a good Ofsted judgment in July 2022, but that's with a completely brand new leadership team that obviously we had to start from scratch with back in 2019 when they joined the trust officially. And then we've got another special measures school, so another inadequate school joined us in 2019, currently awaiting Ofsted, but again that's a completely different journey. So again, inadequate for a number of years, but joined us and needed a complete overhaul right across the board. So that's been a new story for us, but with more experience in terms of the due diligence that we were able to do and the lessons that we'd learned from the other two schools, because although Villiers was a good school when it joined us, there was still a number of areas that needed significant improvement. As I said, they didn't have a leadership team when we actually came here. So we've learned a lot of lessons along the way, and we're now in a position where we are ready to grow. But I think for our moral purpose, we talk about growth in different ways. So we don't just talk about growth from an academy point of view. And although that's in the white paper and that's the direction of the government at the moment, for us, it's more about the moral purpose of children. And that's where our family services, which I know we're going to talk about, comes in for us.